In certain categories, particularly white diamonds, it's over. Welcome again, once again, to another episode. I think we're at 153 or 154. Who keeps count anymore? My name's Colin David Ferguson. I'm the global diamond broker. And there's a new direction in the diamond business. And I warned everybody. I told everybody what was going to happen. Lots of people listened. Lots of my clients took advantage of it. Many did not take advantage of it. And I'm encouraging you now to listen to what I'm telling you. In certain categories, particularly white diamonds, it's over. It's over. Over half the engagement rings. Now, I'm going to be doing some math today. I'm a little bit miffed this morning, to be candid with you. I love doing this podcast. I love the fact that I can get this message out there, although I'm going to be talking about that as well. Apparently, the powers that be, like the big retailers, have been secretly trying to block me on Instagram and TikTok. We haven't ventured onto other platforms yet, but they've tried to block me or to slow me down. And apparently they send messages to Instagram and TikTok about me, and they seem to have an impact because we got slowed down by Instagram. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on the phone with Instagram. My expert team did. And they told us everything was great. Everything was fine. But you know what wasn't fine? Our reach was limited. And look, the reason we felt it was going on is we were doing direct price comparisons with the biggest retailers in the world. And they assured us if we put their prices out there, and I mean Blue Nile, I mean James Allen, I mean, what's the other big one? Brilliant Earth, billions, not billions in revenue, but, Blue Nile's doing $500 million. I mean, between the three of them, they're doing $1 billion in revenue in engagement rings for sure today. It's interesting because we got our voice pushed down. And when I started to discuss things about the industry, like the fact that white diamonds were never, ever a wise financial investment, boy, are we seeing it today. And look at what De Beers did. And if you don't know who De Beers is, please Google, please check. We're backstage here. I'm not going to do all your homework for you, but you got to know they're the iconic, legendary company that monopolized the industry, that up until recently, they wouldn't even fly over the United States of America. I used to meet with them outside of the USA because they were in conflict with the US in terms of their monopolization of the business, which they sorted out by paying a very small fine, decades and decades later. Anyway, I digress a little bit. But look, the industry's changed forever. My clients, my God, we will go to bat for you to get you the lowest price in the world on a natural diamond and get you the most beautiful. It's what we do. We've been doing it for over 4 decades now, or at least I have. But it ain't the same business. And, I made all these predictions, and you can go on to the Global Diamond Broker Instagram and have a look about me talking about the fact that these things were never a good financial investment. And now you have De Beers doing what I said only weeks ago they would start to do. I started talking about it 2 years ago, but they're underselling the market. They're a $13 billion company that went down to a $4.9 billion company that's got $2 billion in diamonds above the ground. They have to get rid of them. They need cash. and they started doing it. So they're out there giving special clients special deals to get rid of rough. You've got their competition, Alrosa, the Russian diamond company, also heavily stocked. No one's buying them anymore. They're not a good, I don't want to say they're not good. Look, it was my industry it still is my industry in my 43rd year in the diamond industry, after opening national jewelry store chains, after being agent for the Argyle Pink Diamond Mine, the biggest, most, revolutionary, I would say, and powerful diamond mine of all time. An amazing experience. I've opened national jewelry store chains. I've been mentored and taught by guys like Eddie Graceberg, former site dealer for De Beers. I've been trained by Eddie Alsace, the king of colored diamonds. Intimate relationships with both these guys as they took me down in the vaults of Antwerp, Belgium, where I had an office for 15 years, when Antwerp was the center of the diamond universe. All that's changed now, and laboratory-grown diamonds are decimating, like I said they would, 5 years ago when I came out of retirement to talk about this through TikTok and Instagram. They're decimating the white diamond industry. So if your girl wants a mined diamond, and lots still do, well, I use the word lots really quite, lots still do want a mined diamond, caution them. Even if it says it's a mined diamond, they can't tell the difference. Another one of my pet peeves this morning, I'm seeing the Sherlock. I was out at my gym yesterday. I spent a lot of time at the gym. And there's this very beautiful woman. It doesn't matter where she works or what she does, but she works in the jewelry industry. And I said to her, are you guys, for your customers, using one of those Sherlock machines? The machine that supposedly can tell the difference between a mine and a lab-grown diamond. And she said, yeah, we use it. I said, does it work? I already knew it didn't. She goes, no, it really doesn't work. We only sell lab-grown, so it always says lab-grown. Yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, they don't work. They're inconclusive. As laboratory-grown diamonds, as the technology becomes better, they're getting stronger and stronger. Look, guys, it's over. Okay, I said it was over. I was right. And not that I'm tooting my own horn, but what's happened is about what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is literally laboratories going to become luxury. And LVMH, the biggest luxury brand in the world, is already doing this. They've done it in their watch faces. They've done it with the colors. They're making lab-grown luxury. Look, this is diamonds. The material is identical. So if it's a blue diamond out of a mine or a blue diamond out of a lab, which, by the way, they can tell with the blues, which is really fortunate, and the colors, generally speaking. But if it's a blue out of a mine and a blue out of a lab, guess what? One's ethical, one's environmentally friendly, and one's both, unfortunately, are real. It's an interesting time in the industry. White diamonds, so you get a 5-carat white diamond out of a lab, a few $1,000s, not a few, but, they're still, relatively speaking, up there, GIA certified, everything you could possibly want. And your 5-carat DVS1 is $200,000 out of the mine or $20,000 out of the lab, and no one can tell the difference. I'm curious with the lab-grown people. Like, the natural diamond people, I call them mine. It's the only real difference. Who knows if they're natural or not anymore in a lot of cases. What do? You wear a shirt that says, mine's mine. Mine came from a mine. Mine's natural, but I can't tell. maybe the gemologists who looked at it, we know they can't tell now. Um, anyway, is the news bad? I don't think so. I think the future of the industry will be the super rare investment quality pink and blue and green diamonds with provenance. I think, you're seeing already these things breaking unbelievable records as people pivot to get into them. If they have provenance, if the GIA says they're real, they're real. Remember, GIA or no way. So that's a very robust marketplace right now, the natural fancy colored diamond marketplace. Please Google these things. Double check everything I say. You'll see I'm always right. But this has been I'm a student of my industry. I've been doing it for 43 years. To a large degree, given my background and my experience, I'm the GOAT. And I'm not here to brag. I'm just here to deliver the facts. Pricing came up with me this morning. Forbes, and in our email this week, and if you don't get the RareRock report, it's starting this week. Please go to rarerock.com and sign up. You can win an Argyle pink diamond if you do. But go there on the very last page at the bottom. And it's funny because every move I make these days, I get watched and so anyway, we had the fact that I'm I've got to say former authorized partner with the Argyle pink diamond mine, where I literally, you guys used to fly to Perth and get off the plane, and I have some great stories from that incredibly beautiful city. It was so good to me. But getting to Perth and sitting in, alone in rooms with piles of pink diamonds in front of me and selecting the finest, and I still have them. I still have a lot of these diamonds. So if you're looking up for Argyle pink, I'm your guy. I could, there's even invoices on our Instagram when I first logged on for millions of dollars for some stones I bought. I've got lots more invoices. But I would fly into Perth and handpick every single diamond, predicated on what you've heard me talk about before. It's all about beauty. So anyway, we started with RareRock. We put that through Argyle pink, and I just got a second letter this morning. They're not, and look, they're lovely people. They're protecting their brand. But they're not quite satisfied with the removal of because I said authorized partner. I'm a former authorized partner, if you've heard me talk about it. I mean, really everybody's former because of the fact the mine's closed, mined out. Think about that as a potential for investment. But yeah, it's an interesting time for me. We're going to now be going on to, and we'll see what happens here. I mean, Instagram has really been underhanded. Could I say underhanded? Has really been less than transparent is what I would say with their approach to dealing with us. We had experts come in. All of a sudden, November of last year, after growing thousands of followers, legitimately every single one, Instagram slowed us down, stopped us, all of a sudden, just in time for Christmas, they stopped us. Now, we spent hours on the phone with Instagram, and you'll think that I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm certainly not. They told us there was no shadow banning. They told us we worried about things like the fact that, our prices are so much better. And I mean a third of the price. So you go on I'm going to guess today a 5 carat, we're going to be a third of the price for the exact same diamond with superior workmanship. They just stopped us. And so me being me, I am not a quitter. I don't give up. I've been, sort of pushing forward, and we're going to push forward more. We're starting now. August is a quiet time in the diamond industry, and I've really had to the chance, because we've been busy with or without Instagram, with or without TikTok, although we still acquire a lot of leads through those two sources. We've been busy, and so it's been some holiday time for me, some time to sit around and reflect. And we're going full guns forward. Look, you guys, the industry's changed. I've been doing it a long time. I am the GOAT, the greatest of all time, I believe. And I think this is going to come to be proven in that we do have the most beautiful diamonds in the world. I'm a freak about that. We do have the best prices on a structure that really mimics the very early days of the industry. So many people forget the early days of the industry. Like the only real quality, the only real luxury was beauty, owning the most beautiful. Like, why would you do something else today? Owning the most beautiful diamond at prices that defy comparison in 2025. You should not be paying Blue Nile what they want. They're retail. They spend millions to get you there, and all your friends there, and all of their friends there, and all the strangers in the world there. And you pay for it ultimately when you buy their rings. We don't do that. We don't broker. We don't have those overheads. And this is the authentic international diamond house. And we're a highly respected one globally. And we're becoming more and more respected as we become, sort of the truth seer in the industry today. So if you want the best price, I just will flat out guarantee it. And we're very much considering doing this for life now because it seems like no one else can do it. And it's because we made a commitment decades ago to the world's most beautiful diamonds at prices that defy comparison. And that's what we do every single time. The paradigm we talk about, it's owning forever. Buying is a process where there's so much misinformation out there, you guys. It's shocking to me. I was sitting with this really lovely, lovely woman talking about what they sell. And it was clear to me that she had this retail background. And this retail background is a bullshit background. It's not real. It's not based on fact. Someone put a comment today about the Sherlock Holmes, because there was a post up with me talking about the fact there's no way to at the jewelry store level, retailers are full of beep, and that was me beeping, by the way. Retailers are full of it. And the guy went Sherlock Holmes as a way to, and I said, no, it's not. It's not. It doesn't work. They don't work. And they sell them for thousands of dollars. They don't work. And we work with top scientists in the world. Every diamond we broker, every piece of jewelry we create, to exacting standards that match and mimic the finest in the world. That's what we do. We just do it at a price that no one else can do. And this is where RareRock is coming from, which is a whole other story and a whole other plan to move forward in the diamond industry that has changed forever. Anyway, I'm still having a lot of fun. We're still brokering a lot of diamonds all over the world. Our receivables right now are so high. We're shipping soon to Hong Kong. Yesterday, we shipped to New York. We do, the day before, we delivered earrings in New York. We do a lot of business in that big city. We do a lot of big diamonds and a lot of big business in Texas. But the fact is, I don't care if you spend $500 or $5,000 or $50,000 or $500,000 or $5 million. We get them all. What we do is simple for us. They're always the world's most beautiful, or we'll tell you not to get it. Because today more than ever, that's the only return on a diamond, at prices that defy comparison. I just don't believe there's anybody in the market who can compete with the global diamond broker. RareRock. Boy, RareRock's going to be a big deal, you guys, because it's brokered luxury. We're about to eliminate, and we have hundreds of RareRock rings out there as a test market. If you're wearing one, congratulations, because you know you can walk into the best jewelry store wherever you are in the world, whether it's our clients in Saudi Arabia, the prince and princess who ordered from us, or, it was interesting shipping that package, prince and princess who will remain nameless. But the world's most beautiful diamonds at prices that defy comparison. And when they ask, I don't want you to have to say that it's well, I got it from the global diamond broker. It's a RareRock, because all of ours are. All of ours are visually and technically the most beautiful in the world. Anyway, I've gone on one of my rants this morning, and I do tend to rant, but I'm so tired of hearing the lies of the industry, and I think you should be too. Today, if they think like today, the mine diamond industry is in shambles, and it's way worse than they're telling you. I see the numbers. I'm a student of the industry. I get up every morning. If you go back to all of the crazy predictions I made over the last 5 years here on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and I've been 100% right. 100%. Going forward, globally, the new luxury is lab grown. Don't kid yourself. It's beautiful. It's visually and technically the most beautiful, which is what I've been doing for my career and ranting about it. I shouldn't say rant when I talk about myself, but being very clear what's really important. And that paradigm in your mind from buying, remember when they used to say G and H and I, and they used to give me so much grief? Was once you said it, looked the same? It's scientifically impossible. They're dark diamonds, but these guys used to go on about this, and I'm not tooting a horn here, but here's what I want for you. I want you to own the world's most beautiful. Today, that's more affordable than ever, and at prices that defy comparison, and understand the prices, and understand the transparency in the prices. Anyway, that's it for this week. I mean, I want you to know, let me just check my notes, because I make notes, but I never refer to them. Yeah, I think we're good today. I think we're excited about the future. For those of you who are taking some time on holidays and taking some time off in the month of August, me too. We are around. We're always around 24/7, shipping all over the world. We are busy, so we're not like a retail store where they get one sale a week and covers all their overheads. We're busy. We're busy brokering, and we're busy brokering what we believe is the most beautiful in the world, and science proves us out. My name's Colin David Ferguson. I am the Global Diamond Broker. If you've got questions, I've got the answers. If you want the world's most beautiful diamonds and finest diamond jewelry brokered, stop paying retail. Come see us. You'll be glad you did. God bless.